It is officially that time of year again. As you all know, or if you all have followed my channel for the last few years, you all know that around this time every year, I like to do my annual birthday road trip. And today, guys, it begins those series of vlogs. All throughout the months of, this entire month and probably part of April, I will be on a road trip. Y'all might be wondering where. Well, you see, guys, I am meeting up with my best friend Isaiah, and we are going to see the many places that are here in Alabama. Now, some people say there's not really a whole lot to do in Alabama, but with my research and my Columbo type of skills, as the great Adam the Woo would say, I found a few places. Anyway, I'm really excited. I'm here on the side of the road. We're about to go to our first location. The first place that we're going to is a cave called Stephen's Gap Cave, and it is really, really awesome, like otherworldly awesome. But the reason why I have stopped here on the side of the road is I wanted to see this historical marker. The last few times that I've been down through Alabama, I have passed this historical marker time and time again. And at the time, I did not know what it was until today. It is a welcome sign, like an old historical welcome sign. Looks like it's kind of old. See what it says right here. The Union's 22nd state, 1819, and it was added to the Union December 14th. Erected by the State Highway Department of Alabama, Frank D. Dixon Governor, Chris J. Sherlock Director in 1942. So this thing is about maybe 60 years old. Looks like there is a few more historical markers here. Let me see, this tells a little bit more about the monument that we just now saw. Monument relocated from its original location at the ALTN state line on the previous Highway 72 route you see in the background. Huh. So I'm guessing maybe the road behind it was the original road to get through Alabama. And of course, you know, one of the saddest moments in American history that was totally not needed, but the Trail of Tears. In May 1838, soldiers under the command of General Winfield Scott began rounding up Cherokee Indians in this area who had refused to move to Indian Territory, Oklahoma. About 15,000 Cherokees were placed in stockades in Tennessee and Alabama until their removal. Roughly 3,000 were sent by boat down the Tennessee River, and the rest were marched overland in the fall and winter of 1838 to 1839. This forced removal under harsh conditions resulted in the deaths of 4,000 Cherokee. In late June 1838, a party of 1,070 poorly equipped Indians was marched overland from Ross's Landing at Chattanooga, Tennessee to Waterloo, Alabama because of low water in the upper Tennessee River. Following the general route of present-day Highway 72, they camped at Bolivar, Bellefonte, and Woodville in Jackson County. About 300 escaped along the way at Bellefonte in June 26. The remainder refused to proceed. The local militia under command of Army Captain G.S. Drain was called out to get the group started and escort it to Waterloo, arriving in miserable condition July 10, 1838. The Cherokee were placed in boats to continue their journey west. The Trail of Tears, which resulted in the Indian Removal Act passed by the U.S. Congress in 1830, is one of the darkest chapters in American history. This route was designated by the Trail of Tears corridor of North Alabama by resolution of the Alabama legislature July 13, 1995. Alabama remains home of many Cherokee Indians today, the principal people. You know, in the Cherokee Nation, they are some really cool people to talk to. One of these days, we'll have to make a couple of vlogs in Qualla Boundary, or maybe even go out west to the Western Band and I'm trying to remember what the third band was. Anyway, let's get down to Stevens Gap Cave. I'm kind of excited, and hopefully I can get back onto the road again without getting hurt. Well, this is an interesting access point. It looks like you have to have a permit. Looks like it's free though, courtesy of SCCI. However, the gate is open, and I did try to get the free permit, but just beyond this parking lot, you guys, is Stevens Gap Cave. Here, to be more specific, Stevens Gap Callahan Preserve. Anyway, it looks like there's a sign right up in front of us. We'll read that here real quick. Looks like this marker kind of tells a little bit more about the cave and how caves are formed. Stevens Gap Callahan Preserve. Welcome to Stevens Gap Callahan Preserve. Stevens Gap is one of the most beloved caves in the southeast. What a beautiful 143-foot pit that cavers love, with a huge walk-in entrance that draws hikers, photographers, and other outdoor enthusiasts. The view of the pit from the walk-in passage is one of the most photographed wildlife scenes in North America. Stevens Gap's SCCI's 30th cave preserve. The acquisition of the cave ensures that it's protected and preserved for future generations of cavers, hikers, and photographers. The bottom of the vertical entrance pit can only be reached using vertical caving skills knowledge and the equipped safety descent by rappelling a rope and ascending at the same rope exit the cave. The bottom of the entrance of the pit is 143 feet below the edge. So yeah, you guys, this is why I wanted to come here. This is one of the most beautiful photos that you can take here in the area. It's a really awesome scene. That's why I wanted to come out here. Starting off my birthday road trip pretty darn nice before I go meet up with my best friend. And this tells a little bit how caves are formed. Kind of starting swallowed entrance and kind of opens up, sandstone, rainfall. I mean, it's all an interesting process how we get caves. And mind you, if you do come out here, just be mindful that this is a fragile ecosystem that needs to be treated with care. So anyway, let's get on the trail, you guys. Well, this seems like a pretty nice hike so far. I mean, even though we just started, I don't really know how far we are to the cave, but we'll find out here in a minute. In the meantime, we'll take in the beautiful scenery that's out here. I had a friend who did caving and rappelling, but sadly Eric is no longer with us. Miss him. He was a good friend. Good man too. I noticed it is very rocky to get out here. But it is a cave. So it would only make sense that it would be super rocky. But honestly, so far, it's a pretty nice trail. Gosh, it's like it gets rockier and rockier the more we get out here. I'd probably say I've been walking an additional 10 minutes. Still, the cave itself is nowhere in sight. I am getting my workout in though. And at least I'm getting my workout in. It does feel pretty darn good. Plus it just feels good to get out in nature. You know, here soon, these dead trees, well, not really so much dead. There will be leaves. The bees and the birds will all be out. Wildlife will be kind of just out and about. I'm looking forward to that. We're kind of on the cusp of it right now. It's gonna be, feel so good when spring gets here entirely. I'm looking forward to it getting warmer. Well, at least it's nice to know that the scenery around here keeps getting prettier and prettier the more we get out to the cave. Just a minute ago, seemed like there was nothing but rocks and pines. But now, there is a giant, well, not really a crag, maybe more so maybe a gulf kind of deal, where after millions of years, a creek has cut its way through the mountainside. Although, looks like there's no water right now. I guess it's, it only has water in it when it rains. Maybe, or maybe there's another spot where it empties out in, I'd say. I'm not sure if you all can hear that. Do y'all hear that? We're getting close to the entrance, if you can hear the running water. Although, it feels like we're still not that close. We are still in a very rocky situation. Honestly, I hope we're not that far. I'm getting a little bit tired. It looks like we can continue up this way, or even this way. I completely misunderstood that trail. Or not misunderstood. I underestimated this trail. I did not realize that it would be as hard as it was to get out here. Although, on my GPS maps, it says that it was only 0.5 miles away from the parking lot. I still don't believe it. I am getting in shape though. So that's the important part. But alas, we have finally made it to Stevens Gap Cave. Here is the walk-in entrance. The other entrance up here is where you can rappel down it. First, before we go in here, let's check out the top. And it does look like we have had some people camp out here. Looks like it was a nice fire pit for the time that it was. And it does look like someone sadly passed out here. Caving can be a very dangerous sport. While it is fun, sometimes people do lose their lives. Looks like his name was Juan Gerardo Crucius, born November 9th, 1994, and he passed away in 2019. May God rest his soul. May he be in the great cave beyond. Anyway, let's get up to the main entrance where you can rappel down into. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh cool, it comes with a waterfall. Now we do have to be careful. I mean, this is about I'd probably say about 100-foot drop. So I'm gonna stand right over here. I mean, but that is beautiful. I'm looking forward to actually going in there and actually taking some photos of the inside. You know, it reminds me a lot of Ruby Falls. Although this one's open. I'm not gonna lie, my vertigo is kicking in by standing right here. Maybe one of these days when I learn how to rappel, I want to go in here and I want to go to the bottom. I bet that would be cool. Who knows? Maybe I could collaborate with the Action Adventure Twins. Maybe. Now let's go inside, shall we? At least we can check out the walk-in entrance. And it does look a little bit less sketchy than standing over the edge that you can rappel into. Let's see, hopefully I can get in here without getting hurt. Did I mention that this looks way less sketchy? Like, we've got stuff to grab onto in the event that maybe I slip and fall just a little bit of ways. It's not like I'm falling over like 100 feet to my my undoing. Not very pleasant. 1 second. There we go. That was kind of easy. Maybe not. I don't know. But we are making the descent. So far, this has been pretty darn cool. Especially hiking out here. Like, if I had known it was this rocky and stuff and whatnot, I probably would have brought a couple of waters. But, I mean, hindsight is 20/20. But luckily, looks like this is going to be fun. It's like the closer we get down into it, it's like the easier it gets. I don't know like how much farther, but I mean, darn, this is cool. Hey, it's finally getting darker. Man, this is a big cave. It's like you can go back into it a little bit of ways. It's like we're getting to that opening. Oh goodness. Oh, this is cool. Oh wow. Oh wow. Like I was saying. Oh freaking wow. We've got to be careful. The rocks are very slippery as you can tell. But anyway, that is the sight that we get to see. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Although, maybe we should come around that edge right there where it's less slippery and I'm not gonna have an oopsie. So yeah, we'll come around this edge. Oh, this is cool. This is awesome. Okay. This is a bit safer. But that is the sight that we get to see. That is gorgeous. Although very slippery, but very gorgeous. I mean, we can't really go too much. Well, we could probably crawl right there to get a better picture. I see why this is very photographed. Yeah, we'll have to be careful. Just sliding along the rocks, just so we can get a better picture of the waterfall. By the way, There's where we just came from. Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, as you can see, it's very wet. So we can't get much closer. Although I might, if I get on my knees. Oh my God, this is really, really pretty. Well, here, one second. I'll flip this like this. I know it doesn't really translate well on YouTube, but dude, that is awesome. Here, I'm gonna get on my knees, and I'm gonna slink as far as I can to the cave. I mean, really, that's about as far as I'm going. I mean, obviously, you could go that way, but that puts you at a higher risk of going slip, and that's not good. I mean, this is very beautiful. It's just nice to just sit and enjoy it. Although I kind of wish that I could go further, but honestly, with me being a dunce, I just know for a fact I would trip and I would fall, and that would not be a good day. Honestly, I'd probably feel like I'd be stuck here all weekend if that happened. But alas, this is astonishingly beautiful. Well, actually, you know what? Let's see if we can't go a little bit further. Just to at least look over the edge. Oh, that's not... Well, you know, I guess 30 feet doesn't look really all that far. I guess I was wrong. Although, if I did trip and fall, I'd probably break a leg still. Luckily, my skull is pretty darn thick. At least to say. Okay, now that we have seen that, now that we have come across this beauty, let's get out of here and let's continue this road trip. I'm ready to get out of here, and plus it's way cooler in here. Like cooler as in like cool, but also temperature wise. But yeah, real quick, like I said, let's just take in all this one more time and this breathtaking sight. Gosh, that is beautiful. So we have to crawl back up. But look at the other water that's running down into the cave. That's pretty neat. That was worth it. This is one beautiful cave. Well, not even, or I mean, it's even, you could probably even say it was a waterfall too. But regardless, this is nice. This is really nice, and this is what I needed. Here lately, I feel like I haven't been doing too well. Not like sick-wise, but I don't know. I just feel like nah. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoy the next upcoming videos for this month and a little bit into April. But anyway, guys, love y'all very much. Make sure to like and subscribe. Always means a lot. Peace out, you guys.